Good morning, GC. I'm Camden Ralston here with Keith Slagle to bring you today's news. The ACT is coming up on December 14th. With that in mind, GCHS is offering free ACT workshops next week. All workshops must be turned in after school, beginning at 3:15 Monday, December 9th. Will be math with Mr. Blaylock in Sedalia 06. Tuesday, December 10th will be reading with Ms. Cooper in Fancy Farm 03. Wednesday, December 11th will be science and Mr. Pierce in Sedalia 11. Thursday, December 12th will be English with Ms. Cooper in Fancy Farm 03.
Congrats to our co-ed cheer team. They brought home first place at the KHSAA regional competition. They will compete at KHSAA State on December 14th in Lexington, Kentucky.
During the break, Alex Ramage recaps a big win for Eagle basketball.
Plus, Mark Whitaker asks, what sport requires the most or least amount of skill?
Hey GC, the boys basketball team tipped off the season last night. They hosted Livingston Central. Seth Thomas led the team with 20 points. The game had a running clock for most of the second half. The Eagles cruised to a 62-25 win. Lady Eagles begin their season tonight. They host Massac tonight at 7:30. Come out and support. That's all for your sports action. For Gctv, I'm Alex Ramage.
Hello GC, I'm Riker Bully. Today we'll have a high 49 and a low 32. Tomorrow we'll have a high 55 and a low 34. And Thursday it'll be high 57 and a low 42.
I'm Mark Whitaker, and I'm here with
Jonathan Grant.
What sport requires the most amount of skill?
You know, one of my favorite sports to watch during the Winter Olympics is curling. You know, where they take the little weighted boxes and they push it down and the guy with the brush sweeps it. The friction level is crucial in curling. And the bristles of the brush, you know, the more coarse the bristles are, the more friction. So it's all about the brush.
Thank you.
Jacob Puckett.
What sport requires the least amount of skill?
I'd have to say pool.
Why?
So all you gotta do is hit the ball and you're pretty good.
Thank you.
I'm Drew Hayden.
What sport requires the least amount of skill?
Cheerleading.
Why?
Because they just stand on the sideline and cheer. Like they don't move, they just go like this.
Thank you.
Ms. Gregory.
What sport requires the most amount of skill?
Okay, it's a tie between two sports. Okay? All right, so archery is the first one. That requires a lot of skill to hit a bullseye. And the second one would be co-ed cheer.
Why?
Why? Well, I already told you about archery, but co-ed, if you watch them, the stunts that they do and the tumbling that's required, it takes a lot of skill. And if you mess up, someone falls really hard, really fast, and it hurts.
Thank you.
Grant Phillips.
What sport takes the most amount of skill?
It's definitely golf, all right?
Why?
Because you got a whole bunch of different clubs and you gotta carry them around and then you gotta hit them all different ways and you never know what's gonna happen.
Thank you.
Nick Lashbrook.
What sport takes the least amount of skill?
Chess.
Why?
Because if I want to just move my fingers, I'll just...
Ellie Carter.
What sport takes the least amount of skill?
I think probably cheerleading.
Why?
Because all they do is just like cheer and yell and have to learn a routine, so I don't think that's very hard.
Thank you.
Isaac Carrico.
What sport takes the most amount of skill?
Tennis.
Why?
Because you have to run a lot and have good hand-eye coordination.
Thank you.
Michelle McKee.
What sport takes the least amount of skill?
Hot dog eating.
Why?
Because you don't have to work for years to achieve hot dog eating.
Thank you.
This used to be Keith's Meats and Eat, but after my terrible struggle with a lawsuit, I am now Keith's Teas and Eats. We've added 5 new. I get a table. Get out of here! And look, my restaurant has doubled in size. And now we have entertainment. That's all for today's news. For GCTV, I'm Keith Slagle.
And I'm Camden Ralston. Have a great day, GC.
Oops.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.